We all love feeling safe in our own homes, don't we? That feeling of locking the door, shutting out the world, and knowing you're in your own private sanctuary. But what if the danger isn't outside? What if it's already in? This story, which supposedly happened to a friend of a friend, is about a young woman named Sarah and the reason she never answers her door after dark. Sarah had just moved into her first solo apartment. It was a nice ground floor unit in a decent complex. That Tuesday night she was winding down, looking forward to a quiet evening with a book. As she was washing dishes, she heard it. She glanced out the window over her sink, but saw nothing. The parking lot was empty. She shrugged it off. Probably just a neighbor walking his dog or someone on the phone. The whistling faded away, and she forgot about it. The next night, it happened again. Same time, around 9 p.m. This time the whistling was closer, right outside her living room window. Her heart jumped into her throat. Standing on her lawn, maybe 10 feet from the window, was a man. He was just standing there facing her house, his hands in his pockets, whistling that same cheerful tune. His face was hidden in the shadows. Frightened, Sarah called the police. They drove through the complex, found no one, and told her it was likely just a weirdo, and to keep her doors and windows locked. She didn't sleep well that night. The next night, she was on edge. She had closed all the blinds and curtains. 9 p.m. came and went. Silence. 9:30. Still nothing. She started to relax, thinking it was over. And then she heard it. Her apartment didn't have a peephole. The only way to see who was there was to risk a glance through the thin gap between the door and the frame. As she leaned in, her eye to the crack, the whistling stopped. Dead silence. He wasn't facing the door. He was standing sideways, pressed against the wall, right next to the door frame, hiding from view, waiting. Her hands were shaking so badly she could barely dial. She whispered her address to the dispatcher, begging them to hurry, and then she heard a new sound, a soft, scraping sound. Her breath hitched. He was trying to get in. But then the doorknob turned, the lock clicked, the door didn't budge. Thank God for the deadbolt. But he had a key to her apartment. Terrified, Sarah did the only thing she could think of. In a trembling but loud voice, she shouted, "I've called the police! They're on their way!" The police found no one. They changed her locks the next day. The story could have ended there. A close call, a lesson learned. But a week later, the property manager was reviewing the security camera footage from the night of the first incident. He wanted to see the man on the lawn, and he saw him, clear as day. But what made the manager's blood run cold wasn't the man's presence. It was the timestamp. The footage showed the man standing there whistling at 8:55 p.m. But Sarah's first call to the police when she saw him from the living room window was logged at 9:05 p.m. You see, the camera angle was wrong. It didn't show Sarah's living room window. It showed the view from the other side of the building. The view of her bedroom window. The man wasn't outside when she saw him. He was on the wrong side of the house. So the question is, if the man on the lawn wasn't the one she saw from her living room window, then who was standing in her bedroom in the dark, looking out at her?